All right, welcome to our second episode of Box Score Sports. I'm your co-host, Casey Lenars. As you can see, this is not Talon Campson. This is...
I'm Gavin.
And I'm Brady.
All right, they are filling in for Talon. He is out with the flu, but get away from that. We got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time, so let's get right into it. Starting off with the storylines, we got to start with COVID. COVID's taken over NFL.
COVID's fake. It's fake. I mean, maybe Talon Campson would say different because he's not here right now, but it's fake.
Yeah, COVID in the NFL, I mean, there's a lot of guys getting tested positive now as of late this past few weeks. It's definitely taking a toll on teams headed into the playoffs now. It's definitely a big concern, but it's definitely hurting the teams going into the playoffs, and they're going to be missing some of their big guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams going into playoffs that are not going to have some of their key guys, which is going to be bad. Speaking of a guy, let's go with Antonio Brown. We got to talk about what happened.
Antonio Brown, yeah. I mean, I seen he released a big little spiel on Twitter last night. I mean, I definitely see where he's coming from. I mean, he said he was injured. I definitely believe that because he was out the past few weeks. But yeah, I'm on his side kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because he was like there was like three different like accomplishments that he needed to get. He needed like so many catches, so many yards, so many touchdowns. All three of them he could have easily gotten.
Yeah, 10 weeks he missed.
Yeah, he easily could have got all three of them, and he would have got $1 million more.
Yep.
And he's saying that they just weren't going to throw him the ball just so they wouldn't have to pay that much.
Yep.
That's bull crap. He's the best wide receiver on the team when he's playing, in my
You think
opinion.
so?
Oh, yeah.
He's the most talented wide receiver in the NFL when he's playing.
That's bold. Alrighty, playoffs are right around the corner. There is a lot of teams who are for surely in and for surely out. A big game this week is the Chargers playing against the Raiders. Sunday Night Football.
I'm getting that one to the Chargers. Like,
You think Chargers?
I love the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers as well.
Jay Herbo, big time.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Chargers. It's gonna be come down whoever wins that game is going to the playoffs unless Jacksonville somehow beats Indianapolis, but I don't see that happening. So
Yeah, there's a way where if Jacksonville beats Indianapolis, then the Chargers and Raiders can both tie and they both get in.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Do you think they do that?
I think I've seen something. The Colts haven't beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville since 2014.
Yeah.
So
Do you think
gonna
that
be
the Chargers and
interesting.
Raiders would do that, like purposely just tie?
I have never seen that in my
I
entire
don't
life, but I
think
do
so
not
they
think
would.
they will do that. I think they'll play it out, and the best team's gonna go to the playoffs.
That's what I want. It'd be
Makes it
kind of
more
interesting, because I mean that'd just be like a waste of Sunday Night Football if they just both tie.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think that that ties should not be in the NFL.
Exactly.
That's one rule that I think that should change. The NFL did change some of the schedule coming into this week, so they would have like Chargers, Raiders, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, putting those big games in when it goes to the playoffs. So put those big games on primetime TV where whole America's watching. It's definitely a smart gig to gain some more money on the TV viewings.
Yeah, they're gonna make those money because people are gonna watch that game.
Oh yeah.
everyone's watching that game.
Everyone's gonna.
It's a big game. Right
It's
there.
a huge game. Got Big Ben wins his potential last game at Heinz Field.
I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
was-
his last game for sure.
I think it's his last game
Yeah.
too. He's definitely
great
a
career,
definitely
not
a Hall
a
of
great
Famer.
season.
No, definitely not a great season, but he's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Definitely, 100%.
We'll see how his last game goes.
They gave him Heinz Field gave him a send off like it was gonna be his last game.
Yeah. I think everyone knows.
Yeah, I don't even. Do you think if Big Ben decided to come back, do you think he'd go to the Steelers? Do you think the Steelers would take him back?
I
for
don't think
sure.
so. I don't think so.
they would.
I think the Steelers are gonna go quarterback in the draft. They definitely could trade for a QB. Let's say Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that's gonna happen. I was just saying that as an example, but I think they're gonna look QB.
He's not a great quarterback anymore, but everybody respects him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everybody respects him.
100%. I think Big Ben's done. I think he should end it on a high note.
Yep.
He got a win for his last home game.
Yep.
Not much more you can ask.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the games from last week. So, starters, we're going to start with the Sunday games. Eagles at the football team, and the Eagles win 20-16.
I was definitely rooting for the football team because we need the Eagles to lose for my Vikings to have a chance at a playoff spot. But obviously that didn't happen with the Vikings getting their butts whooped on Sunday night.
Yeah, that was a bad one. We'll talk about that later, but Eagles win 20-16. Eagles clinch playoff spot with this win. This Eagles
I'm
team,
not a fan of
This
the
Eagle
Eagles,
team,
but
I'm not a fan either. I don't
I
see
think
I
they're
don't
just
see where their
boring to
talent's coming
watch.
from.
They have a big rushing game. I watched 1 or 2 games this year of the Eagles, and they have a big rushing game.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts
can run the ball. I mean, he's iffy at the quarterback position, but I mean,
he's kind of like Lamar.
He's kind of like Lamar, just not as.
I would not trust him throwing the ball in a big
No.
situation.
If both healthy, I'm taking Lamar over Jalen Hurts.
For sure,
yeah,
for
any
sure.
Uh-huh.
With that big offensive line and Miles Sanders, you got to get Miles Sanders 20 to 25 touches a game.
Absolutely.
To have him be.
They got a lot of running backs.
They do him, Boston Scott.
They got that Jordan Howard.
Yeah,
They got some big
options.
big times. And Washington needs a new stadium. They had the gate fall down,
That's
almost hitting Jalen Hurts.
I seen that video. It's hilarious.
They had it earlier in their season where they had a sewage problem,
Yeah.
where there was sewage coming down on the fans in the stadium.
They need a new stadium and a new name, apparently.
February 2nd, it's coming.
Yep.
I'm excited. That's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
What do you? Any predictions?
I don't know.
I hope it's like a fun name. I don't know.
I don't know. Anything is better than football team at this point.
For sure.
so
For sure.
It'll be.
They definitely got to get something better than the football team, but I don't know. There's so many names that that fan base wants. I couldn't tell you what those names are, but I don't know. Next game we go into Rams at Ravens. Rams win 20-19.
Yeah, Rams came from behind in this game. I mean, Matthew Stafford kind of led them back into this game with Cooper Kupp having another big game as per usual.
He's a big time receiver now.
Yeah,
he's big time
for sure. Sony Michel's been leading that backfield with Cam Akers coming back this week.
That's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big. Cam Akers is a stud.
He's extremely good.
The Rams, they're the real deal. I mean, they have a legitimate shot making it pretty far. They got a solid team,
very solid team. They went out and got Von Miller. They got OBJ. They're getting OBJ the ball in the red zone. He's got to be happy.
Didn't he have like his first sack with the Rams just last game?
Von Miller did, yeah.
I think so. And it was a late game situation too.
Yeah, it was. Big play.
Can the Ravens make the playoffs?
No. Ravens are not making the playoffs.
There's like a I don't even know how to say it. Like
there's a lot of things that got to happen for them.
Yeah,
to make
a lot
the
of different
playoffs.
things that need to happen. They need like so many losses, so many ties.
I don't see it happening.
They're another team that's just kind of boring to watch, especially when Lamar's not playing. Like
they've had a lot of
would never
injuries
put
this
that
year.
game on.
Definitely with their halfbacks.
Yeah.
They had like 2 or 3 of them go out. They had Lamar out for the past couple weeks. Mm-hmm. They're a good team when they're all healthy. Like
Decent.
Their secondary is
they're a good team.
when
They were 8-3 at one point this year.
Yeah, lucky.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Trash.
With Marcus Peters hurt.
Yeah. All right. Do the Rams have to worry about Matt Stafford? I think he's thrown the most pick sixes in the NFL.
The one thing I'm worried about with Matt Stafford is he has no really playoff experience under his belt. So I mean, it's definitely going to be a new challenge for him. But I mean, he's a very good quarterback. I think he's got the weapons to succeed in the postseason.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely a great quarterback. I feel like he's trying to force the ball when he doesn't need to. He's got so many weapons now. But next game, Bucks at the Jets, and Bucks win 28-24, and we talked about Antonio Brown literally quitting.
That's honestly got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen in an NFL
I
game. I've never laughed so hard at an NFL game.
It was funny.
I can't say I've ever seen that before. But I mean, I don't know exactly why, like his actual explanation of why he left in the middle of the game.
I've seen all kinds of stuff about it. Like,
There's a bunch of things going on. You can believe whatever side
he
you
put
want.
text
But
out with Bruce.
Yeah.
So
He like officially got released today. I don't even know if he can get signed for playoffs.
not this season. I don't think.
I don't think he can.
He's getting
any
surgery.
team to get him next year, though, I'd say
He's gonna be scary.
that's a.
If they can make him like the wide receiver number 1 and keep him like mentally
Let's go Vikings.
stable.
Take him, pick him up.
Vikings.
No, he won't be the wide receiver 1. He won't want that. And then will the Bucks do anything in playoffs?
Bucks are down
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
big key players right now. I mean, they've got a lot of injuries going on at the end of the season here, but I mean, you got Tom Brady on your side. I mean, you always got a chance in the playoffs.
That's
he's
definitely true.
when he's at the helm. But I definitely think they might make some noise.
They easily can.
They could. They're a team that you like. They'll go off real quick. Like
You don't want to see them.
last year, they started terrible. Ended the season won in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No one's seen that coming at all.
Yeah. If you got Tom Brady, like you said, you definitely have a chance. Either way. Next game, Dolphins at the Titans, and the Titans win 34-3.
I mean, we all seen that one coming.
Dolphins. The Dolphins were on a 6 or 7 game win streak.
They suck. They suck.
Yeah, the Titans are the 1 seed going in the postseason. I mean,
That's big. Getting Derrick Henry back.
Derrick Henry's
pretty quick
back.
here.
That's
That's
He's
huge.
practicing
that's
again now.
extremely huge.
I could see him making a good run.
They definitely can.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how Derrick Henry does when he gets back. Now.
I hope he's healthy.
I don't know how great he's gonna be. He's obviously probably not gonna be throwing 3 touchdowns a game or going for 3 touchdowns a game right away again. But
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
fantasy managers that held on to Derrick Henry this long and that are in the championship playing a 2-week championship, definitely a big guy coming back into
Yeah.
the lineup.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's playing. I think he's just practicing
Alright.
right now and playing when.
So
drafts start.
yeah, I don't think they will. Now that they have the 1 seed locked up? I'm not too sure.
I know they got the division locked up. But
They have division locked up.
if
I
they
think
win, they might get the 1 seed.
yeah. But if let's just say Derrick Henry, let's just say he went to came back for playoffs.
Right.
Are the Titans pretenders or are they contenders?
Pretenders. They
I-
ain't winning in the playoffs without Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like if
That
they did
running
get
game's not
I mean,
good enough.
Julio Jones sucks.
He does.
He's terrible.
He's been bad this year.
he's got to be healthy.
Tannehill's been good.
It sucks. I hate to see
Derrick
it. I love
Henry was
Julio,
Derrick Henry was
but
carrying the team beginning of the season. They need Derrick Henry back to do anything in the postseason.
I don't get how Derrick Henry didn't get injured like more often for how big of a workload he had.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They put everything on him.
I feel like if the Titans say they're the one seed as of now, I think they are, and they don't have Derrick Henry back, do you think they lose? Do you think they're a first round exit?
No, not first round, but I mean, not far at all. They're not making.
Depends who they play first round. We don't know who they're gonna play yet, but it's all gonna depend who they play first round.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
1 seed, they ain't losing.
They could.
They won't.
I think they could.
They
They're not.
They
They don't have
won't.
enough talent.
They won't.
All right, next
Not
game,
enough talent.
Jaguars
Don't
at the
matter, they got Derrick
Patriots.
Henry either way.
Jaguars at the Patriots, and the Patriots absolutely stomp on them, win 50-10.
No surprise here. When you got Urban Meyer as the coach, you don't expect anything good to come out of it. I mean, with all the stuff he's done this season, I mean,
This-
I absolutely hate the guy.
That had to
These
be the
Patriots,
worst.
they're the real deal.
You think they
they're-
are?
Mac Jones is the real
Been
deal. He's the
amazing.
best rookie quarterback, if not the best rookie in the NFL. Maybe behind Micah Parsons, but after that, he's definitely the best rookie in the NFL.
I could see it. Easily the best quarterback.
Definitely the offensive rookie of the year. Definitely the best
And
offensive.
who's their tight
rookie
end? Who's their
quarterback.
tight end?
The Patriots?
Yeah,
Hunter Henry.
I seen something. He's got like the most catches without any drops so far this season. So.
Underrated.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's
for
one of the
sure.
guys that not everyone knows his name.
No.
That's a good stat.
Trevor
Like I
Lawrence
said,
was
I had to
seven-
ask you guys to know his name.
Yeah.
'cause, I mean,
You don't know.
so.
Trevor Lawrence was 17 for 27 with 3 picks. What do
Is-
you guys think about
He's
that?
terrible.
Is he a
sucks.
bust?
He's a buzz. He's a big buzz.
I mean,
is
we'll
that
have.
even a question?
I mean, we have to see him with an actual good head coach, offensive-minded head coach.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
After
it
I
don't
see
matter
that,
who
I'll
his
see the
coach is. He's
division.
terrible.
He's
He's got to cut his hair before he's doing anything.
he's definitely gotta turn it around because if you're playing like this every year, he ain't gonna be in the NFL very long.
No, just like Johnny Manziel.
Exactly right.
Next game, Raiders at the Colts, and the Raiders win 23-20 on a game-winning field goal.
It surprised me a little bit. The Colts have been hot as of late. I mean, the Raiders.
I like the Colts.
I'm not a big fan of the Raiders. I mean, with all that stuff going on with their team, all that drama, guys getting cut, guys going to jail.
They got to be one of the most unlucky teams with that kind of stuff.
For
though,
sure,
right?
for sure.
Well, they have to be one of the stupidest teams to
Well,
do all
yeah,
this stuff.
but it's the players.
Will the Raiders?
and Gruden, I guess, but
Will the Raiders make playoffs? Will they beat the Chargers?
The only chance the Raiders got is if they tie the game with the Chargers. It's the
yeah,
only
I
chance
think
they
the
got.
Chargers
I don't see
whoop-
them.
whoop up.
Austin Eckler's gonna have a big game for the Chargers, and he's gonna run all over that defense.
Definitely. Do the Colts have to worry about that loss? Like, is that like a big worry, or is that just kind of like,
Nah,
I
don't
think it's a
they
bad
should worry
loss.
too
I think it's a
much,
bad
but
loss, but I don't think they have to worry too much.
yeah?
I think they got to watch.
I feel like the Colts are the most talented team in that division.
For sure.
They don't have the number 1 seed. They started off absolutely terrible, but they turned it on late of the year.
That defense and Jonathan Taylor is gonna carry him.
Yeah.
Carry him a long way.
I mean, Carson Wentz is still
He's been good.
he's been solid. He's
been good.
done like absolutely everything that they've asked.
Oh yeah, he's been good.
Then you got possibly the game of the week coming up with the Chiefs at the Bengals, and the Bengals win 34-31.
This
that was
a
a awesome game.
So much fun to watch.
Jamar Chase,
stud.
crazy.
Jamar
Absolute
Chase
stud.
is a stud.
No one's seen it coming out of the preseason.
Does
but
that mean that Jamar Chase is back in the offensive rookie of the year?
For sure. He had 266 yards. That's unheard of in an NFL game.
Especially as a
there,
rookie.
but I don't think he's gonna get it.
He won't get it. Mac Jones will get it. It's already a lock. It's a lock in my opinion. But he's definitely
Top.
2 or 3.
Hey, I guess we'll have to see what happens this week.
It's definitely top 3. I think the other guy is Mac Jones, him, and that offensive lineman from the Chiefs, that Humphrey. I can't really judge too much on offensive line. When you watch a game, that's not really exactly who you want to watch.
Yeah.
But all I know is that all 3 of those guys are going to be extremely good.
For sure.
The Burrow-Chase duo is really good.
Both LSU alum. I mean, they've been playing together for a long time. Joe Burrow is definitely a top 5 quarterback in my opinion right now. He's a stud. Jamar
He's
Chase
been going
is a stud. They're leading that offense. They're leading the offense to the playoffs. They just won the division. I mean, it's definitely exciting times in Cincinnati.
Well, they for sure got the best wide receiver quarterback chemistry of anyone right now.
So would you say that duo is top 5, top 3, top 10?
Top 3 for sure.
Top 5, I would say.
Top 5 is playing it safe. As of late, I feel like that's definitely
like late maybe, but top 5 in my opinion. This season.
That's playing it safe.
That right there is a game you need to play good into.
Sure.
Both teams showed up. I mean,
both teams showed up.
I think everyone thought the Chiefs were walking in and just taking that game like it was no big deal. But I mean, the Bengals, they're a tough team to say you're gonna just walk in and beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bengals defense is still, they're definitely legit. They're extremely good. Next game, Giants at the Bears, and the Bears win 29-3. It's 2 teams that suck. I mean, no one really watched that. 2
absolutely dog shit teams.
No one watched that game.
No, nobody watched that game. Nobody cared about that game. Neither of those teams are playing for anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a terrible game to watch.
Yeah, I don't think, even if you're a Giants fan or a Bears fan, I don't think you watch that game.
No.
Saquon Barkley, what's going on with him this year?
He just
after his ACL injury, he hasn't been Saquon Barkley that we know.
I feel like he needs like a top 5 O-line, and the Giants definitely do not have that.
Definitely not even close.
Not even. They probably have a bottom 3 O-line.
Yeah.
Possibly the worst O-line.
Pushing at bottom.
Daniel Jones. I'm a fan of Daniel Jones. I just don't think he has any of the weapons that he.
Well, he's been out for how long? They got Mike Glennon in at quarterback.
I know.
I think he
wasn't. They still weren't winning.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Mike Glennon. I mean, what do you have? 4 turnovers this past game?
Yeah, who knows? Mike Glenn's he's trash.
All right, let's move on to the next game. No one really cares about the Giants Bears right now.
All right, next game, Falcons at the Bills. Bills win 29-15. The Bills are kind of coming back around.
We all knew the Bills were going to win. I mean,
Bills.
Patterson, he's just dropping down.
Bills are the Bills. I don't think they're
worse as the season goes.
They could make some damage in the postseason, but I don't think they will. I mean,
I feel like they had the potential at the beginning of the year.
They don't have the running game like that you need to win a Super Bowl.
They've been running pretty good lately though.
Yeah. I mean, they lost Tre'Davious White in the secondary.
Big loss.
Which is
huge loss.
Huge loss.
Top 3 to 4 cornerback in the NFL.
Huge loss. I mean, is Matt Ryan done? I don't know what his contract looks like.
4 more years in the NFL. I'm thinking he's gonna retire.
I think at max, he has 2 years left on his contract at max.
Yeah,
but he's definitely.
Once he's gone with the Falcons, he's done.
Yeah,
I think the Falcons go quarterback in this year's draft.
They definitely could.
They got Josh Rosen in the backup. I don't think that's gonna work.
No, Josh Rosen isn't exactly
terrible.
He's not a guy you want on your team.
No.
All right, then you go into Sunday Night Football, and this is embarrassing.
That was a bad
Completely
Sunday Night
embarrassing.
football game.
Vikings at the Packers.
Sean Mannion versus Aaron Rodgers. We knew it was going to happen. Aaron Rodgers is the clear-cut MVP as of now. I mean, you got Devonta Adams on the outside, and it's just unbelievable. It's just an embarrassing game for the Vikings and Vikings fans.
Yeah, knocked them out of playoff contention, but A-Rod.
What do you do without your starting quarterback, though? I mean, what do you expect? Especially, it's a bad game.
I would expect more than what we've seen.
Terrible game.
I expected more than what we've seen. But
when I was watching the game, they did so many play action.
He's too slow to do play action. He's too slow to do the bootlegs. Mannion's not an NFL quarterback right now.
Just trash.
I thought that they would put in Kellen Mond.
I thought so too.
He probably couldn't even start at a high school quarterback level.
I wanted Kellen Mond to join, but then I seen that first throw and I was like,
it was terrible. I mean, the A-Rod and Devonta Adams is a top duo. It's not the top
one duo maybe of all time. It's unbelievable.
It's definitely the top duo right now.
All time, in my opinion.
It definitely.
top 3 quarterback of all time, Devontae Adams. He's top 10, 15 of all time receiver. He's good.
The only thing Aaron Rodgers is good at is dressing up for Halloween.
Aaron Rodgers is the MVP.
Only thing.
Best quarterback in the NFL right now. It's not even close.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Aaron Rodgers is extremely good.
So freaking good.
I hate to say it. He's all right. He's decent.
As much as I hate the Packers, I'm going to give him all the respect in the world because he's a quarterback.
They definitely deserve it. They deserve it.
100%. Matt
All right.
LaFleur's amazing coach.
Yeah. Monday Night Football, Browns at Steelers. Steelers win 26-14. Big
Yep.
Ben, possible last game. We went over this.
Steelers had a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
No.
Browns weren't playing for anything except Baker Mayfield was trying to play good, which he didn't.
Yeah, Baker, he's getting surgery on the shoulder.
He can make that excuse
Baker
all he
just
wants.
sucks.
I
don't
think
care if
good.
he's hurt or not. He sucks.
He's
the
terrible.
worst quarter. Okay, not the worst quarterback. He's a bad
terrible.
quarterback.
He's pretty
Bottom
bad.
five.
Bottom
For
five
sure.
for sure of the starting QBs.
Yeah, is Najee Harris a franchise running back?
For sure.
Oh.
100%.
He's awesome.
He's
Najee
extremely.
Harris is a stud.
I feel like if the Steelers go out, they get a quarterback. Say they get like Rodgers or Russell Wilson or a good. They're gonna
They
be.
could be really good.
yeah,
they're gonna be Super Bowl
amazing
contenders.
team.
When
Are
you have
kidding
Rodgers
me?
as a quarterback, you're a Super Bowl contender right away.
Yes, they're extremely good. I don't know. The Browns
That would be
when
crazy.
healthy, they're gonna be a good.
They
They're
are.
gonna be a good
They
team.
just got to get rid of Baker Mayfield.
Same thing with the Browns. If they get that quarterback that they want,
100%.
They're gonna be
contenders.
they're gonna be contenders. That's all the games from last week. So we're gonna go in and make our picks for this week. We're running short on time, so we're gonna get right into it. Saturday games: Chiefs at the Broncos.
Chiefs.
I'm taking Chiefs. I don't think there's much said here.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
there's not
quick and
much
easy
to say.
game. Chiefs are gonna walk in, stomp on them.
Yep. Take care of business and get out.
All right, next game: Cowboys at the Eagles.
I gotta give it to the Cowboys.
I'm going to Cowboys. I mean, they came off a tough loss last week. I mean, against the Arizona Cardinals. I think they bounce back and pick up that 2-3 seed in the NFC.
I feel the Cowboys are gonna win, but I feel like it could be a close game.
Yeah.
I feel like it can be a
They
close
don't
game.
have Gallup anymore, but I still think they're taking this game
Pretty
decently easily.
All right, Sunday games: Packers at the Lions.
Lions.
Packers.
You're going Lions.
I'm going Lions. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. I think they're going to sit most of their starters with
Even if Aaron Rodgers
clinching that
doesn't
one
play,
seed.
I'm still gonna give it
They
to
could
the
sit
Packers.
most of their starters, and I still think they're gonna win.
I think I'm taking Lions.
I'm going Packers. The Packers are a good. They're the best team right now, I'd say. Hate to say it, but they definitely are. But if they sit their starters, it's definitely going to be a whole different game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No one's really going to look at it.
No.
Next game, Colts at the Jaguars.
I'm going Colts. Colts are playing for something right now. Jags, they're just garbage.
Yeah, they're just kind of there.
Colts are going to stomp all over them, and they're going to go to the postseason with a win.
Yeah,
Enough
Colts
said.
are going to win. They're going to go on, I guess you could say a high note, but
Yeah.
not really because it's the Jaguars.
Exactly.
But next game, football team at the Giants.
I'm going football team.
I'm going football team.
I'm going
Still,
football
I
team.
think they got something
Giants
to
are
prove.
just
Yeah, the
terrible.
Giants aren't going to win a football game.
Nope.
Next game, Bears at the Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
I
Vikings are playing all
gotta
their
give it to the
starters.
Vikings,
are
yeah.
playing all their starters.
I-
Bears are garbage.
As a Vikings fan, I kind of want them to lose.
Yeah. Zimmer's gone either way after the game.
Yeah. If they lose, they're going to get a better pick. They're not going to
Yeah.
get much of a better pick, but I mean,
Right.
better picks is going to help. But next game, Titans, Texans.
Titans for sure.
Going
Titans,
Titans. Yeah, for sure.
definitely.
Not much to say there.
Steelers, Ravens.
I gotta give that one to the Steelers. To
If
be
Lamar
honest with you.
Jackson's playing, I'm going Ravens. If he's not, I'm going to the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers either way.
Yeah.
I feel like the Steelers are going to be playing. They want Big Ben to get
Yep.
a win on his last game. I feel like they're going to go with
I
them.
just don't think Lamar can do enough.
Yeah.
for that.
Bengals, Browns.
I'm gonna give it to the Bengals.
I'm going
Bengals as well.
Bengals.
I
I don't
think
know
there's-
if they're going to start other people. I don't know what that situation is there.
If
But
they're
I s-
playing for a higher seed, they'll definitely play all their guys. But
Yeah.
I mean, if they're in that certain seed they're in right now, I think they're gonna rest.
I think either way, there's no way Jamar Chase has a week like last week, but I still would give it to the Bengals.
That wide receiver core is deadly. It's extremely good. Next game, 49ers at the Rams.
I'm going 49ers. I think they got a lot to prove. I mean, they need a win.
I'm also going
I'm
49ers.
going Rams. I'm gonna oddball with the Rams here.
I like the 49ers.
As much as I hate Garoppolo, I think he's gonna have a good game if he's back. Trey Lance isn't the answer. I don't think right now. He hasn't been showing me anything.
Do you think Trey Lance is starter next year?
No.
I think he is.
I don't think he is. I think before they start Trey Lance, they'll trade for a different quarterback.
I feel like they're gonna. I think Garoppolo is done on his contract this year.
I don't think they'd want him anyway.
So I feel like it's Trey Lance's time.
Yep.
I think they're gonna move on, stick with Lance.
Yeah.
I feel like he's that guy.
Yep.
Panthers at the Bucks.
Panthers, Bucks. I'm going Bucks.
Do we even have to answer this one?
This is a quick one. Bucks in 4.
Yeah,
you know
Bucks.
What I mean.
For sure.
Bucks by a lot. Seahawks, Cardinals.
I gotta go Cardinals.
Yeah,
I gotta go Cardinals too. They're still playing for something. Seahawks are out of the playoff race. Cardinals gotta win.
Russell Wilson potentially
Kyler
last
Murray.
game as a Seahawk potentially. Who knows? He might come out and ball, or he might.
He played pretty good last week.
He did.
Him and,
I mean, he put up 51 points
DK.
against the Lions.
Him
Not
and
saying
DK
much,
were going all over them.
Yeah. Next game, Patriots at the Dolphins.
Patriots
for sure.
I feel like the Dolphins could steal one.
I could see it too, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm going
it's the
Patriots.
I mean,
Saints, Falcons.
Saints, Falcons. I'm going Saints here.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going Falcons.
Saints are in the playoff race.
I think the Falcons suck now, to be honest.
I think
I'm
both
not
these
a huge
teams
fan
suck.
of them at all anymore.
Both these teams sucked ever since Jameis Winston got hurt. Saints.
Taysom Hill is not an answer.
If Jameis Winston was still in, what do you guys think? How do you think the Saints
have
then-
clinched already?
Right now?
Then I'm switching it. Then I'd go Saints.
would have clinched already.
You could make
They
that
were like,
statement.
I don't even know. They had a really good record.
They were
before
5-2
got
when
hurt. Yeah,
Jameis Winston got
5-2.
hurt.
Jets, Bills. I think I know your guys'
I'm
answer
going
to this
Bills.
one.
That's a
another
quick
one
one.
we don't even really
Bills.
have to answer. It's Bills.
Sunday night football, Chargers, Raiders, biggest game of the week.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm going Chargers too.
I'm going Chargers, but it's gonna be a close one.
Game.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna come down to the end. I think it's gonna be a game you want to watch.
It's gonna be it's gonna be really fun. All right, that is it. Tune in next Thursday, I believe, where we talk about the outcome of these games for this coming week, and then we make our picks. Then it's start of playoff time. That's when it's
best time of the year.
That's when it gets fun.
Best time of the year.
Absolutely. Well, boys, you got anything else you want to add?
No, that's it.
That's
Have
it.
a good week.
All right. See you guys next week.
See ya.